Hey guys, welcome back to the LEGO Republic. My name is Kenneth, and today we are going to be reviewing the 75956 LEGO Harry Potter Quidditch match. So this is the first LEGO Harry Potter set review for me, so this is a pretty fun time for me here. So thank you to my sister Vanessa for letting me use this LEGO set. This is her LEGO set, and she allowed me to use it on my channel so I could do a review. So thank you to her, and thank you to you guys for watching this video. It really means a lot. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that. It's a great way to see future content and other cool things that I do here on the channel. So, yes, please consider doing that. Now we're going to get right into this video, because there's a lot of cool things I just cannot wait to talk about with you. So with that in mind, let's get right into it. So, this LEGO set was $40 for 500 pieces. Price per part people, that is about 12.5 cents per piece. So, a little on the high side, but LEGO Harry Potter is maybe sort of a little on the high side all the time, so you can't really blame them there. It's not too much higher, and for $40, I do think that this provides a great value for what you're getting. We'll go more into that later. So it has 500 pieces, already mentioned that, and it has 6 minifigures. So 6 minifigures in a $40 set. LEGO Harry Potter, as always, killing it with the minifigures. They put like so many minifigures, and while sometimes some of their minifigures aren't like super nice quality, they're still putting in 6 minifigures in a LEGO set, and that is something that's super cool. And I think Star Wars needs to take a page out of Harry Potter's book and put in a few more minifigures. They need to stop doing like 3 minifigures in a $70 set. While here sits a $40 set with 6 minifigures. So those minifigures from left to right are Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Oliver Wood, Marcus Flint, Professor Snape, and Lucian Bowl. So pretty okay minifigure selection, I guess. This is a LEGO set from the first the first Harry Potter book. So this is his first Quidditch match. So this will be a pretty fun video. You'll get to see all the different cool things in it. So we're gonna get right into that right now. So this was released in 2018, if I didn't already mention that. Just a bit of extra information for you. So as you can see, there are 4 different of those stand things, one for each house. There's Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin for you. So pretty cool that you get all of those there. They're very accurate to the movie and book, but I guess it pretty much LEGO is just doing stuff for the movie because they have to have that image in their mind before they start building something like this. So yeah, these are pretty much all of the LEGO Harry Potter sets are going to be from the movies and not the book. You'll see that with like the attack on the burrow that never happens in the book, but they made that a LEGO set. And it's not a bad thing that they threw in the movie. It was just not from the book. So I don't really mind that, but I keep rambling. So they are very accurate little tower stand things, except, of course, in the real movie they have like a bunch of people on each one. And you can probably fit 1 person on each of these. So, yeah, but it's still pretty accurate to the movie. So we're going to go through each and every single one of these little tower things and show all the cool stuff. So we're going to start with Gryffindor here. So as you can see, this is a door and it wants to open. So this is actually pretty cool because you open it up like this, you can clearly fit a minifigure through there. And oh, the flag came off. So yes, you can fit a minifigure through there, and this is supposed to represent like where they fly out in the movie. They fly out of like this little place, and it might be a stand. So if it's a stand, then that is super accurate and really cool because it's just able to do that. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much the only cool thing about that Gryffindor stand right there. Now we're going to look at the Slytherin stand. I'm going to take this out. So we have Slytherin right here, and there's just a little thing up here, but it doesn't really do anything. Got a little bit of plant on the bottom, nothing special. Back here though, you will see this little knob, and it is very fancy. So this is from the first book, so you are able to bring the fire up. So this is to pretend that you have your Professor Snape minifigure in here who is trying to jinx Harry, so you can fit him in there pretty easily. It's just kind of a little hard with one hand. So you have the fire in there, and then Hermione does the stuff, and boom, he's on fire, and then he has to run and stop jinxing Harry, or so you think in the book. So, pretty interesting there. Nice little feature that they put in. I'm pretty happy about that. But there is nothing else to do with that tower except something that I will show a little later. So now we will get to the other 2 towers. So, but before we do that, I would like to show a small little feature that is in this. So you are able to connect the towers to the Quidditch rings here by just a single 2-pin thing right there. So we're just gonna pop this off real fast. Well, actually, you have to undo the bottom here. This little bottom piece kind of pops off, and then you pop that off right there. It's very hard to do with one hand, but it does come off. And because of this, all the towers are able to go on this Quidditch match, or Quidditch pitch. So basically, I'm assuming, so there you go. You take it off, looks like all the others, right? So we're just gonna leave it right there. We're not gonna put it back on, but yes. So you are able to put whatever ones you want on these 2 pins to connect them, and I assume that those 2 are the ones that are having the game going between them. So now we're gonna look at this Ravenclaw tower. So it has a bit of a megaphone here, which I assume is so that the people who are announcing it are able to announce it, but I'm pretty sure that those people are always in Hufflepuff, so I don't know why they added this. Maybe because they were out of room on the Hufflepuff stand, but it is a piece of detail, I guess. There's not really nothing else with this, so I guess they just wanted to put something cool in the Ravenclaw tower, and that's really a shame to me because I am a pure Ravenclaw at heart, and seeing that Ravenclaw doesn't get anything special is kind of a little sad, but I guess it is what it is. So over here you have the Ravenclaw tower. So as you can see, I have mounted 2 of these little plates there. They are actually printed pieces with the house crest on each one. So there's 2 more. There's Ravenclaw and Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. So yeah, this is where the people are announcing what's going on. So they have the 2 teams things up here. You got a little compartment for all these little number things, which they do use in the movie. So very accurate. You're able to stick them on those little Technic pins right there, and it will show you the score just like it does in the movie. There's the Quidditch Cup for the winners, and then this little chest right here, which has the balls, and we'll get into that in a minute. Around back here, we've got a small space for the these little plates here. So I'm just gonna put them in real fast, and they fit in super nicely. Great job there. You just kind of slide in. The other 2 slide in right there if you want to store all of them at the same time, and you can put people on the top. So now we can go into this Quidditch match area. So as you can see, this little clear piece here, it can rotate, so you are actually able to connect someone to this clear piece. So you can connect Oliver Wood right here, and he can guard each different hoop. Obviously, you have to move his broom, but you can guard each hoop. So this is a really fun play feature because one of the brooms actually on Marcus Flint does have a stud shooter ability. So you are actually able to shoot the quaffle into one of these hoops, and then whoever else is playing with you can try and move the person to block it. So this is a really cool feature, and this is pretty cool thing there. So very interesting. Now we're going to get into the chest that you saw earlier. So I guess I'll just leave him right there for right now. The chest here is a chest, but it keeps the balls in here. So over here you have a spot to shoot them off. If you wanted to shoot them off, there's another stud shooter right there with a brown shooter thing. So that's very interesting. Haven't seen one of those before. All the Star Wars ones are gray. So this is the snitch. So super cool little snitch design. I've never had snitch before, and not very many people have either, so pretty cool little snitch. Then you have the bludgers are in there, and you have, they're just black studs, and then you have the quaffle, which is like a soccer ball in the book, is how it's described. So what you can do here with the quaffle is you can actually stick it into this Marcus Flint's broom, so you can shoot it, like I said earlier, at the quaffle, or at the hoops, and if you make it, you make it, and if you miss, you miss. So good luck shooting that. Have fun, by the way, while you're at it. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the minifigures and the whole set in general, so this should be pretty fun. As I mentioned earlier, you are getting 6 minifigures with this LEGO set, so pretty awesome LEGO Harry Potter. Always throwing in those awesome minifigures in great numbers to make up for whatever other thing that they might have done wrong on, which is very little. So yeah, pretty awesome to see 6 minifigures. 4 of these minifigures have super awesome capes with the nice soft cape texture, which we've seen a little bit before. But the one problem that I have with this LEGO set is that there is no Madam Hooch. So Madam Hooch is the coach of the Quidditch. She's the ref of the Quidditch match. So I'm pretty sure that they need a ref in this Quidditch match. There is a ref in this scene in the Quidditch match, but I guess 7 minifigures in a $40 set is a bit excessive, even by Harry Potter standards, so I can see why they didn't throw in a Madam Hooch, but it would have been very nice to have a Madam Hooch, and since I don't think they should have just added her, I think they could have definitely replaced Hermione for Madam Hooch. Now, the problem with replacing Hermione is the fact that Hermione needs to be in this LEGO set because she is the one that does the fire for Professor Snape, and it is really awesome that they include a Professor Snape minifigure in this LEGO set because he is a very hard minifigure to get. So you're able to pick him up in a $40 set, which is sort of a cheapish set. So yeah, it's not $100, it's not $200, it's $40. So you are able to get him in a semi-cheap set, and it was really cool that they included him. But since they included him, they also had to include Hermione. And I didn't really like that because I would have preferred to have a Madam Hooch in this LEGO set. It would have made so much more sense. But all of the rest of the minifigures, super spot on. Love them all. The hair pieces on all of them, super cool. Really great set. Now, I know that it is 12.5 cents per piece here in this LEGO set, but you are getting a bunch of cool stuff like these really awesome rings right here, and also the snitch and everything. And while that doesn't really make it worth 12.5 cents per piece, like I already said, it is a Harry Potter set, and those do seem to be slightly more expensive than the LEGO Star Wars sets as far as price per piece goes, except recently when Star Wars has been trying to ask $80 for a General Grievous, a Starfighter. So not even gonna go into that rant, but yeah, that's a story for another day. All in all, this LEGO set has a lot of playability, even though there's not a lot in the set. So for $40, if you're a little kid, and so I would target this LEGO set around like 10 to 98 years old. Well, more like 10 to 18, because once you're past 18, you're not really going to be playing with Legos very much anymore. And I'm like 15, and I don't play with Legos very much anymore anyway, so maybe 10 to 15, but basically what I'm trying to say, the whole point of what I'm trying to say, is that this is a perfect playset for kids who are old enough to know Harry Potter and what it is, but young enough to still play with Legos and be super awesome. So actually I'm going to change that from like 8 to 15, so that would be the target years for this LEGO set. So it is great. You're able to move around the Oliver Wood, like I said earlier, do all the other stuff with the minifigures, play the scene out with Snape, everything, move all the Quidditch things. Although the one sad thing about this, although it's physically impossible to do, would be like to have Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff Quidditch players, but obviously that is clearly impossible to have. But yeah, it would have been slightly nice, but yeah, there's just physically no way to put in Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw Quidditch team members, because that would be about 4 more minifigures in this 6 minifigure set. So 10 minifigures in a $40 set is way out of question, and so there's definitely no reason to put those in there. But I'm just saying it would have been nice, like, but of course, if this was Star Wars, we would be asking for 6 minifigures. So I mean, Harry Potter always just going way out of the boundaries for what's cool to make it even cooler. So I always appreciate that from Harry Potter. They seem to be a pretty decent theme, and I like them a lot. Even though I do not have a lot of their stuff, I do want to get it. But yes, so that is the Quidditch match set 75956. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for future content, and comment down below on what your favorite Lego Harry Potter set is. I love to hear from you guys. Make sure to have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one.